Right, my friends, well, I am in Covent Garden in London, and today we're going to take my all-electric Porsche Taycan all the way up to Worcester to meet Jeff Buys Cars, to what is supposed to be the largest electric vehicle charging hub in Europe. Now, Jeff Buys Cars is coming along in his car 6 miles down the road, which is going to prove to be a little bit of a challenge, because his car is older than me, and I was born in 1969, and that is a long time ago. Wheeling the trolleys, where are they going to? Anyway, if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, click that little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, so it's 137 miles. It's going to take us 2 hours and 42 minutes. I haven't quite got enough charge to get me there, so I'm going to have to do a little charge along the way. Obviously not too much, because our destination is one of the largest charging points in Europe, so we don't need too much. But it is still a little bit annoying because we've got to stop along the way, and I don't want to. I just want to get there because I'm really looking forward to seeing Jeff's car. To me, it looks like an old style Ford Escort, I believe, but it's a Renault, and he's traveling 6 miles, and he says that's going to take some doing to get 6 miles down the road. I don't even know whether it's got a heater, but it does look really, really nice, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's get to the car, come on. Right, so parked my car in here, Covent Garden, last night. Hopefully it's still here. We shall see, but who's going to steal an electric car, eh? I'm sure there's better ones to steal in here. Right, oh, Tesla, oh dear. I mean, come on, look at that. Here we go, it is still there, the Porsche Taycan. Right, let's get in and let's get on the road and let's go see Jeff Buys Cars. Onwards. Right, okay, so 58% of battery, 129 miles of range, 135 miles to my destination, 2 hours and 43 minutes, so let's hit the road, have a look at the sights. You know, I used to love London years ago. I used to come down here all the time, and I even bought a car down here. I bought a BMW 330 CI Sport convertible from Park Lane BMW, and it was an experience. It was great. We drove around the streets. It's only just gone on green, it's on red again. We drove around the streets with the top down, music playing, bit of 50 Cent. Was a bit embarrassing if you look back at it now, but you know, it was great. Sun was shining, it was fantastic, and you got the sights and the sounds. You could see all the skyscrapers and the buildings of London. And now it's been ruined. It's 20 mile an hour everywhere. There's cameras everywhere you go. Cameras if you go into the box, cameras if you go into the bus lane, cameras if you go into the bike lane, cameras if you go in too fast, cameras if you go in on a different street. There's basically, it's like Big Brother watching you everywhere. It's an absolute nightmare to drive in London. I can't wait to get out of it. I just think they've ruined it. There's cyclists everywhere, and I put cyclists, and I am a cyclist. There we go, ambulance. Sights and sounds of the big city. There we go. They've basically just ruined it, but I put cyclists into the same box as EV drivers. They're just annoying, aren't they? They're just annoying. You're just annoying. And I am a EV driver and a cyclist, and a little bit annoying at times, but not as annoying. I don't you know, I'm not an evangelist. You see, why would you think it's a good idea to have bikes in a country where it rains all the time? Now I've got a scooter in my lane. What are you doing? I'm moving around here. Now I've got pedestrians coming over. Honestly, get me out of the city. It's been ruined. Who's ruined this city? Come on, boss, if you can go. I'll be courteous. I forgot about red light cameras as well. There's 2 cameras back there. Oh, come on, it's just changed to amber. I don't want to stop in the yellow box. It puts you on edge. I mean, you have got the highest chance of getting, a really high chance of getting a ticket. It's gone on yellow again. Come on, keep going. You've got a really high chance of getting a ticket for something that you've done when you come to London if you are in a car. You're going to get just put it in, just budget it in for when you come to London, you're going to get a fine somewhere along the line, whether it's for going in a bus lane, a cycle lane, or wherever where you're not supposed to be. It's like a game where you've just got to you've got to keep avoiding these different places, otherwise you get swallowed up by this gobbling mare who takes all your money. Controversial, in my opinion. Keep saying that. Lovely day though. I tell you what, I still do love London. I mean, it's a great city, the same as New York, but it's a shame because it's just being ruined. It's just, it really is. And putting bikes in a country where it rains all the time, it doesn't work, does it? Anyway, come on, onwards. Let's go and see Jeff buys cars. Just look at that Ioniq 5 there, to the right. Oh, that van's covered it now. That's a bonus. Having to look at that made me feel ill. Good grief. Now there's a Tesla. I want to see what the Tesla driver looks like. Yep. I'm gonna say his name's probably Trevor. It's interesting because you've just come out of the 20-mile-an-hour speed zone back there and you get into the 30 and then it's average speed check cameras ahead. So they've got cameras again everywhere you go as soon as you come out of the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. It's crazy, isn't it? It is like being on Big Brother. There's just cameras everywhere. I mean, what do you think? Is it for people's safety? We're on a dual carriageway here, by the way, doing 30. On a bridge, there's no reason, there is no pedestrians on here, but it's 30. I mean, I think this is crazy. 30 mile an hour on a dual carriageway doesn't make any sense to me, but there you go. Ugh, Tesla. Oof. Weird, strange. Probably just coming from a swinging party last night. Oh, doing 32, need to slow down a little bit. It puts you on it, you're literally like that, aren't you? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I just looking? You're looking more at your speedo than you are at the road. It's crackers. 3 lanes, dual carriageway, 30 mile an hour, average speed check. That really, I can't see personally that this is for safety at all. But who knows? You tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Come on, onwards. A Tesla dealership to my left. What's interesting now is the signs everywhere saying stay in lane. Now it's 40, even though it's 3 lanes either side on a carriageway, a main carriageway. Still 40 mile an hour speed limit, which is insane. But it's a stay in lane. I want to be in the left hand lane really, because I'm thinking, well, I don't really need to be in this middle lane, but it's a stay in lane and there's cameras everywhere overhead. What do you think? I don't know about this one. If I changed lane now, even though it's saying stay in lane everywhere, whether one of those cameras would catch me and send me a fine. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comment section down below. Look at that Bentley there. Look at that 4x4 Bentley. Just look at it. I think they got an EV designer to design that Bentley. Who would take a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or a Porsche, I think, as well, and actually make it into an SUV, a big jacked up SUV? It doesn't work. A Bentley's supposed to be sophisticated and beautiful and kind of classy, and that isn't, is it? It's just awful. It reminds me of I don't know, they all look the same. It reminds me of an Opel with an old style Opel at the back, actually, with the lights. But it's just, they're just ugly. It's taking a nice car and making it big and ugly. I just don't get it, but there we go. Anyway, if you're gonna have a SUV or a 4x4, I think personally it's still got to be a Range Rover, but then they have a tendency to go up in flames at the moment, don't they? Well, that's controversial, allegedly anyway. Come on, onwards. Oh, right, good to be out of London now and on our way. 115 miles to go. I have to say, one good thing about being in an electric car in London is the fact that you don't worry about your low emission zones, ultra low emission zones, congestion charges. But do remember, if you have an electric car, I've said before, you do have to register at the congestion charge website to be exempt from the congestion charge, to let them know that you've got an electric car, that your car's electric, even though the ANPR cameras would pick that up and know that already. You still have to do it. So don't fall for that one, because that's obviously, is it a scam? Who knows? But you know, they could catch you out. It's sneaky, so shall we say, sneaky. So there we go. Yes, that's one good thing about electric cars. But how long will it be before they change that to road charging? So when everybody's got an electric car, how long do you think it will be before they go, oh, okay, it's now road charging, and we've done away with the ultra low emission zone because everybody is in low emission cars. Let's change that to road charging now. Do you think that will happen? Is that something that's going to come along? Jeff Buys Cars would probably know that one as well. But let me know in that comment section down below. It's mad, isn't it? You know, you've got all these ultra low emission zones, etc., and we've had petitions from people of London. We've had people cutting them down. I'm not condoning that, by the way. That's not the Blade Runners they're called or something. That's wrong. I'm not condoning that at all. I think that's absolutely terrible what they're doing. That's awful. It's really, really bad. But anyway, moving swiftly on, it's amazing, isn't it? They do these petitions and nobody listens. Nobody listens at all. It's like we tell the politicians we don't want this, but they don't listen. They just go ahead and do what they want anyway, even though we've had a petition with loads of thousands and thousands of names on it. Aren't they supposed to be there to serve us, to listen to what we want? It's annoying, isn't it? It's a question, by the way. I'm not actually giving a statement. It's a question, so you can answer that one yourself. I'm not obliged to give any kind of verdict or advice on here, or opinion. So anyway, moving swiftly on, 81 miles to go. 113 miles to go. 81 miles to get to the M42 apparently, or something. So I do need to charge. 99 miles of range, 113 miles to go. Really annoying. If only I'd have just charged up the last time to 100% instead of 80, because I charged up at 80. There was another guy on it, and obviously that's what you're supposed to do when you have an electric car. Only charge to 80% because that's the optimum charge. Now there's a Beaconsfield services here that I could probably put some charge in, but I'll get a little bit closer first. I might as well just keep going. Right, so we have Jeff Buys Cars on the line. Now then, are you, you've got 6 miles to travel in your Renault, is that right?
Yeah, I've got 6 miles to travel, and the good news is I've got it started. Ask me how long it took to get my Renault to start.
How long, Jeff Buys Cars, did it get to take your Renault to start?
15 whole minutes.
15 minutes? Well, that's all right, because I'm going to have to stop for 15 minutes to put a little bit of charge in, even though I'm coming to the largest charging hub in Europe, which is in Worcester.
It's not in the world. I've been telling everybody it's in the world.
In the world. I don't know what. I don't know which is the largest actually in the world, but it's in Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
Right. Quick one. Do you remember my BMW from the John O'Groats to Land's End trip?
Oh, how could I forget?
Well, I've got some terrible, terrible news.
Oh.
I left the Renault last night at a conference centre, the sort of conference centre that hosts like really douchey sort of sales end-of-year meetings. And I've parked my BMW up today, and there's obviously one of these really douchey end-of-year sales meetings going on, and almost every car in the car park is electric. So by the end of the day, my BMW is going to be sadly burnt to a crisp.
Oh no. But that'll be your car that does it though, because it's always it'll be blamed on your car.
It will be blamed on my car, but right now where I am, I can see a Mercedes EQC, one Tesla, two Tesla, an i4, another Tesla, a hybrid Range Rover, a Mercedes, an Ioniq, another two Teslas up there, another Mercedes over there, three Jaguars and a Volvo. They are all electric. There is more lithium in this car park than they've got in the Congo.
It's probably a swinging party.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. That's why you're coming to Worcester, isn't it? You're going to meet up with me, right? You'll wave me off, and then you'll be right here swinging with all the other beige trouser-wearing electric car counsellors.
It's a swingers convention, that's what it is. Right, now then, down to business, because I'm coming to see your car. I'm coming from London. It's through all the cameras, it's been unbelievable. It's 69, we've got 101 miles to go. It's 1 hour and 36 minutes. An arrival time of 20 past 1, but we know that won't happen because I've only got 86 miles of range. So I need to charge, because I only put 80% of charge in yesterday when I got to Milton Keynes, because there was another people there, another evangelist there waiting to charge up. So I did the right thing and only charged to 80%. If I'd have charged to 100%, like any normal person would do in a petrol or a diesel, I would have been able to get to you today without stopping. But no, I did it to 80%.
Well, that's what they tell you to do, Lee. So we'll talk about the pros and cons of electrical vehicles when I see you. What I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to do a quick walk around the car park. I'm going to film and show everybody all these electric cars that are here, and then you can drop it into your footage.
There you go, look, just got off the phone with Lee. Renault idling right there, Mercedes EQC, Tesla I-Pace, EQC down there, and if we go over this side of the car park, there's a Tesla and a Mercedes next to my BMW. There's a white Tesla there, there's a green one, that's an i4. Then there's an I-Pace over there, that orange one, which is next to a Mercedes, which is an electrical one. Then there's an Ioniq 5, that's an electrical one. Then there's a Tesla. Then there's another Tesla. Then there's a Polestar and a Tesla and another Tesla coming in, look. And another Polestar and another Polestar. It's like a convention of people that don't know what they're doing. Let's be honest, their companies are paying for these cars, so they get a tax deduction and get more in their salary. They do not give a crap about the environment. They just got given these cars by their company. Here you go, look, hybrid Range Rover. May well catch fire, but I'll tell you what won't catch fire today. My little Renault. Let's go.
Ooh.
My Renault is currently idling away nicely after it finally started, and I'm off to get it cleaned for you. I'm having it cleaned for you, Lee, because I know you like the finer things in life.
I do like the finer things in life, so I reckon we're looking probably around 1:45 time, something like that. That would probably...
That is not a problem. Leaves me plenty of time to have my car beautifully cleaned.
Excellent. And then we need coffee, and then we'll see the car. So there we go.
Well, we are sorted for coffee because I'm taking you for a Colombian farmer.
A Colombian farmer. That is coffee, though, isn't it?
It is indeed. Yeah, it's not to do with your swinging party.
Not to do with an EV evangelist who's into swinging parties. Anyway, so I shall see you at 1:45 roughly, but I'll keep up to date with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing the Renault.
See you in a bit. Bye bye.
See you in a bit. Bye bye. Right, well, okay, so pulled into the services here at Oxford to get some charge. Both of them chargers are busy at the moment. Lots of Tesla chargers over here, which is annoying. I don't think I can use the Tesla chargers. No, they're all Teslas that are in there. That's rather annoying, isn't it? Let's just pull in here and have a look at these Tesla chargers while I'm waiting for the 2 chargers that are unavailable there. Look at them, all smog, charging up, with reams and rows of chargers there. Look at that. Smug. Just a horrible car, isn't it? It's just got no style. And that one's even worse. Look at it. Right, anyway, that isn't helping us because we can't use those Tesla chargers. And there's only 2 chargers here. Surely there's got to be more charging than that for... they're all taken up. I'm just going to have to drive on. This is absolutely ridiculous. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, well, I need a wee, so I'm going to run in, have a wee, and then get back on the road again and find somewhere else to charge. 2 chargers! There's got to be more than that. That's ridiculous, especially at Oxford. Anyway, milk float off. Let's go and have a wee. See what I mean? You can't plan your journey. You could plan to come to Oxford and charge up, and then find out there's only 2 chargers. Ridiculous, unless you've got a Tesla. Should have got a Tesla. Should have got a Tesla. I mean, look at that. There's an electric car. I mean, that works. That's a good idea. That is an electric car. Come on. Right, back to the car. They're still in use. I'm not waiting around. Back on the road. Right, milk float on, back on the road. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Honestly, should have got a Tesla, should have got a Tesla. Well, and probably on this occasion, yeah, because there's more charge points. Right, back on the road and let's get to the next one. This is ridiculous, really, isn't it? It's yet again, it's the infrastructure that's letting it down, isn't it? Come on. What is that? Thames Valley Police. Trap car operation in progress. What's a trap car operation? Trap car operation in progress. Trying to capture motorists again. Right, so 74 miles of range, that's wasted time, so brilliant. Yet again, proof that an electric car is an absolute nightmare and a pain in the backside because you can't get charged half the time wherever you go. Oxford services, you would think that they had more than them chargers. I did look around, couldn't see any more. Lots of Tesla chargers, obviously. There is another services up here. I shall try that one. But it's just beyond a joke, really, isn't it? We've got Moto in 17 miles. What happens if you'd have let your range get really low and you had no choice but to charge there? You'd be waiting around for the charger. It's absolutely pathetic. It really is. It's beggars belief. Right, onwards. Got a headache now, I'm stressed out. I haven't even got where I'm going. Ooh, look at this. Crashed Ferrari on the back. Look at that. Ooh, dear. Right, I'm just going to pause at these services and see whether they've got any chargers here. Now, this is annoying because I did it how the evangelists say yesterday, because I only charged to 80% on the way down. If I'd have ignored that and actually charged to 100%, I wouldn't be doing this now. I'd actually be on the road, not looking for a charger, because I would have had 100% in when I left the last services charging point, so I'd have had more charge to get to where I was going. Absolutely ridiculous. It makes no sense, you evangelists. You talk rubbish. You talk absolute twallop. Now, where is services? That's the wrong. I don't like these ones where you have to come off and go round and then 2 roundabouts to try and find the services. Where are we going? Right, it's over this way somewhere. You have to go through 2 different roundabouts. Right, here we go. Services, where are they? Right, and here's Jeff Buys Cars now. I'm at the second services, Jeff, trying to find charge points. The last one was busy.
I can't believe that you're having problems driving from London via Oxford to Worcester.
Because what happens is the last chargers were busy that I went to at Oxford. There was only 2. There was a bank of Tesla chargers. Oh, traffic lights are out. Oh my word, this is not good. The traffic lights are not working to get onto here. 1 second, this is bad. Bear with me a second because this could be bad. Hang on. Bear with me. You see, this is an absolute nightmare. If I'd have charged to 100% yesterday, then I would have been fine.
Yeah, but you didn't, so you're not.
I didn't, so I'm not. Correct. Now I'm at another services and there's a grid serve electric charging here, so fingers crossed I should be able to get a bit of charge in before I come to you. Here we go, grid serve. Cross your fingers for me here, Jeff. I need charge to get to you.
There's no charge. It's going to end up being a moonlight rendezvous at this rate.
Well, exactly. You always end up. There's a theme going on here. Jeff Buys Cars hangs around waiting for the Macmaster.
Today, I don't mind because I'm just running around getting a few bits and bobs done. I'm actually going to go for a little bite to eat now while I wait for you.
Well, there's a Greg's here actually, so I might get myself a Greg's pasty while I'm charging. But that's if I can get to charge. We shall have a look. I'm going up to the chargers now. Fingers crossed I can see a bank of chargers. I may be in luck. And there's a Greg's next to it. I think I'm okay. Yes, I'm fine. All is good. I'm going to go and charge up.
absolute result. You go get your plug in.
Oh no, wait a minute, I spoke too soon. All the fast chargers are taken, but the slow one taken. But the slow ones aren't, so looks like I might be using them.
Cars, right? These electric cars, they're not the future.
They are certainly not the future. I think I'm gonna have to use one of these slow ones. It'll do. I only need a little bit, so I'll just put a little bit in. Obviously the other ones are busy, so. Right, I shall see you in a bit. Let me get charged. I need to get to you.
Bye.
Bye. Let's go and get charged. Right, so I only need to put about 40 or 50 miles of charge in, but all the fast chargers here are all in use. So I'm going to use the older ones here that are slower, but at least it gets me some charging rather than waiting for these. Right, well, that's charging really slowly, and there's one move now out the faster chargers, so I don't know whether to take it out and go and move it. God, grief. Right, yeah, I'm going to stop this because it's going to take ages, so stop, and I'm going to quickly get in the... Oh no, oh no, somebody, I've just stopped it and somebody else has... Oh, there's a Polestar turned up now. I've got to go. Get out, don't walk behind my car, get out the way. Right, here we go. Come on. Pull in here. Right, hopefully this will work. Oh, right. There we go, get close enough. Right, okay, let's go and charge. Come on, milk float off. Off, go. It's in German. Why is it in German? Don't want it in German. Netherlands, is it in German? Netherlands? What is it doing? I want it in English. I'm in England. How do you change that? Change English. English. I want English. Press, I chose English. English. What's going on here? Don't want Netherlands. Welcome. What are you doing? Right, this is not funny. I've pressed start. I can't change the... It looks like the screen is locked onto Netherlands and it's not working. So, brilliant. We're not having a good day here, are we? But I'm probably doing it wrong, aren't I? Because the evangelists would do it better. What's it doing? Charging not possible. So it's not working. It's stuck onto Netherlands and it's not charging. I'm going to have to move. Get out. Grid serve, useless. Useless. Oh, get out of the way. Right, okay, let's pull in here. Somebody in a Polestar has moved, who got annoyed with me for reversing out, even though I saw him in my wing mirror, in my rear view mirror. But that's Polestar people for you. He's probably angry because he hasn't been to a swingers party lately. Right, come on, let's try again. Go on then. Preparing to charge. We're now connecting your vehicle. Come on, do it. Do this for me. Come on. Charge. Come on. Preparing to charge. We're connecting to your vehicle now. Yes, okay, brilliant. 26%, 69p per kilowatt. Where's the Vaseline? Right, so I'll go and get myself a Greggs, but you can see already what stress this causes just to charge your car up. It's absolute madness, and people, he's getting angry because I'm trying to reverse out. I'm reversing out because my charging point's at the front, so I can't reverse in like everybody else because the cable won't reach. Anyway, I'm gonna get a baguette or something. I've got a headache now. How much? £4.20? Good grief, I definitely need Vaseline. What with that and the charging. Oh, you are taking the piss. I've come back to the car and now it says charging system not connected. For God's sake, it is connected. What is going on? Right, let's try again. For God's sake. Right, let's try again. I'm sick of this now. Another £1 to grid serve. Should have shares in grid serve. Preparing to charge. This is ridiculous. Come on, connecting to your vehicle. I've done this once. What is it doing? Connecting to your vehicle. Charging, right, 20, now, just charge. No kilowatts. Come on. No kilowatt, there we go, right, it's working. I'm sorry, but this is not the future. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm getting stressed out. I can't afford to give it back because it's lost so much money. I started charging, then it stopped charging. I couldn't get to the charger in the first place at the last services. And this one just said it wasn't charging. It's just complete madness. It's just doing my head in now. On the bright side though, it's going to give me a chance to appreciate the shape of the crisp again. Look, there we go. Look at the shape of that one. That's mad. Prawn cocktail. Now that's a better invention than electric cars, 100%. So that couple over there, they're ringing grid serve to try and get the car to charge. Now they've walked over to the one that I went to that was in Dutch or whatever, and they're trying to look at that one. I'm going to go and help them in a minute because I only need to get enough charging. We've got a Tesla there as well, trying to get in now as well. It's all kicking off here. So not really running smoothly at all. Tesla, you should have gone to the other one because there was loads of Tesla chargers down there. Don't know why you didn't go to that one. Yeah, they're trying to sum up the Netherlands one now. That's not going to work. Oh no, he's on the phone and he's coming back to the other charger now. It's crazy, isn't it? It is beyond a joke. Are you wanting to charge?
Trying to.
Right, that one's a slow charger. The one at the end is in Netherlands is stuck. If you wait 5 minutes, I'm going to go to the loo. I just need enough charge to get into mine to get up the road. So just wait.
I thought you sold your Porsche then.
Oh, I've not sold my Porsche yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just wait, give me 10 minutes.
I've got the guy on the phone there, he's trying to help us, so I'll try it with him first anyway.
You can try that, but then if not, then you can have my charging point there. I'm just nipping to the loo. All right, cheers. So there you go. The guy watches my videos. He obviously wasn't an evangelist. He seemed very nice. Got an Audi e-tron there as well. I tell you what, that's a nice car, nice piece of kit parking next to mine. Right, okay, so we're at 52% now, so I'm going to unplug this so this couple can get their charging and charge theirs. That should get us to the next destination. So it's been a bit of a nightmare today trying to charge up, to be fair, what with one's not working and one charging too slowly, etc., and then this one actually cutting off. So you need to keep an eye on this, by the way, because it cut off on me and it stopped charging. So, but it is working all right now, 53%. Let's unplug it and get on the way. Can't get the thing out now. It's, to be honest, there we go. Right, okay, so let's get back on the road. That was an absolute stress and a nightmare. really bright there, sorry about that. Okay, we've got an hour and 12 to go, 71 miles in total, and we're going to get there at 2:25 now, which has added a load of time onto it. How do we get out of here? Exit that way. What's going on here? Right, let's get out of here. Right, okay, so we're back on the road again. I took the wrong junction there. I've got Jeff Buys Cars on the line now. I keep calling you Jeff. Do you know what I said to my girlfriend the other day? She says, where are you going? I said, I'm going to meet Jeff Buys Cars. She says, why are you calling him Jeff Buys Cars? I said, because that's his name. Jeff Buys Cars is in my phone, is Jeff Buys Cars. Anyway, that's by the by. You are Jeff Buys Cars.
Exactly.
I have had a nightmare. I'll recap this for the viewers as well. So I turned up, first charger, not a very fast charger. The fast chargers were all taken up. I then plugged it in, realised it's going to take ages, saw a charger become available, run into that one. That charger was stuck in German or Dutch or something like that, so I couldn't get it out of German or Dutch. So then I went into the next charger, plugged it in, it said it was charging, went into Greg's, got myself some prawn cocktail crisps and a baguette, got back to the car, charging malfunction, not charging. So I had to take the charger out, start it again, which was an absolute nightmare. Saw a lovely couple who were on the phone to GridServe because they were having issues with that slow charger. I had a word with them and I said, oh, if you want to use this in a minute, I'm just getting topped up to go to the next point, you can use that charger. And he said, oh, you've not got rid of your Porsche then? So obviously he says I watch the channel. So I let him plug into mine when I'd finished. But the funny thing was, there was a guy in a Polestar who had a go at me because I was reversing out. His family was walking behind my car a foot away. I saw them, had a shout. Then when I was reversing out to go into one of the charging points, he shouted out the window as I was reversing out and stuck his middle finger up in the air at me. And I'm thinking, well, he either thinks I'm going to reverse into him, which I wasn't, same guy who was with his family, or he's an evangelist who just hates me.
Sounds like he's having some problems with the EV community.
Having problems with the EV community, although I will say, if the gentleman's watching, who had an MG, I think it was, and who watched the channel, he was very nice. And so was his wife, I think it was his wife. They were both very nice, very courteous, very nice, obviously not evangelists.
To be totally honest, I am very much in the exact same boat as you. I've just been in one location, couldn't charge there, and I'm now having to move to another location. But I'm talking about my laptop, and I'm in a pub.
You can't charge your laptop.
No, because I'm in a pub and they use funny plugs for the lamps, and I can't plug my plug in. So I'm moving over to the back of the pub where I know there's a plug, and I know that I'll be able to charge. So in some ways, I know exactly how you feel.
Well,
I'm in a pub.
Different shaped plugs, a little bit like charging your car, because there are different charging plugs as well. They're not all the same.
Exactly.
So anyway, I'm on the way to you. I've got 72 miles to go and 105 miles of range. So we're going to have to go to the coffee shop in your car that's older than me.
Lovely. So I'll see you 4 hours after you said you would be here. 4
hours after I said I would be there. That's what the EV community is. But it's what owning an EV is like. You basically you can't plan. You can't plan. That's it.
Should have planned your journey. Should have bought a Tesla.
Hey, and on that bombshell, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Right, so we've arrived, and here, good grief, that's really bright. And here is Jeff Buys Cars over here. God, that's too bright. Better late than never.
Yeah, tell you what though, there's loads of spare chargers here. Loads of them.
Loads of chargers. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so let's park up, charge up, and go and see Jeff's car. This is supposed to be the largest charging network in Europe. So there we go. Shattered. Let's go and do this. Come on, milk float off. Right, here he is. Jeff Buys Cars. Right, quickly, let's run around and you can show me all the charges because I'm stressed out.
Because I've been here before. Hello
and
welcome to the charging place in Worcester on Hilton Road, right by the River Severn, which flooded last week, and you couldn't have got in last week because the river was too high and it would have flooded, so you wouldn't have been able to charge your car. Here we have lots and lots and lots of charging points. We have a Renault Zoe charging here. We have a Ford Fiesta EcoBoost charging here. We have a Seat. Which one's the little one? Cupra? Leon? That's charging there.
Is that electric?
We've got a Peugeot that's charging there. There's a Ford Fiesta charging in the corner. There's a Skoda charging over there. And if you come around to this side, it gets even better. We've got an Audi charging there, there's a Volvo charging there, there's a BMW 1 Series with tinted glass, Ford Galaxy, Toyota Aygo, big Suzuki thing. That one might actually be charging.
Ah, are some of these are petrol cars in the electric charging?
No, they're all charging wirelessly.
They're all charging wirelessly.
Wireless charging.
Wireless charging.
That one's a petrol, that's a Ford KA, that's a Kia Soul, that's a Mercedes C-Class. That's an electric one!
Ah, an electric Kia.
We found one that's electric and it's...
Is it charging though?
No, not plugged in.
No.
That's a Skoda Fabia. That's a Seat something. So as you can see, everybody is just charging in Worcester. That's what we do.
There's some bigger charge points over there though.
They're all up that side, and they're all up that side, and they're all up that side, and they're all at the back. I even found an electric Vauxhall Zafira from about 2008.
Let's have a look at those ones over there, and then we're going to show you. Then you're going to show me your car.
My car.
And we're going to go for coffee.
My car's charging in a disabled bay.
My car's charging.
But you are actually disabled. You're only disabled by your car.
I'm going to say anybody who has an electric car is disabled.
I can't believe that you've just driven from the capital city via Oxford to Worcester, which is not far. You know, we're not far from Birmingham, like the second city.
Yeah.
And yet you still struggled to get here.
It was a nightmare. I hear an engine in a charging bay.
Do you know what I did though whilst I was waiting for you?
What?
I had lunch, had my car cleaned, and I bought a crash helmet.
Ooh.
Ready for our track day.
We're going to do a track. I've got to book that in a minute when we get to the coffee place.
I'm quite excited about that. I've never bought a crash helmet before, so it was quite an experience.
Now this is the largest charging grid place or whatever in Europe, isn't it?
I don't know. I sent you the article. I thought you'd be excited about it.
It's
Lots of
supposed
people
to be.
sent it to me and said, Jeff, this is near you.
Look at it. There's one here.
Electric Peugeot 3008.
Another one here. Another one here.
I think there's 100.
100 charging
100
points.
charging points.
These though, you see, you have to have your own cable.
Parking ticket.
Oh.
That one's got a parking ticket. None of these cars are electric. So you bring your own cable.
You bring your own cable.
They're quite heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, it's in the back of my boot. So all these, you bring your own cable. However, what's interesting is, it's not electric cars that are in the charging points.
I'm going to let these guys off because I think what's happened is it's quite early. This is not open too long ago. However, what I also think has happened, and people from Worcester, correct me if I'm wrong, did they just steal a load of normal parking spaces and make them electric?
I reckon they did.
I reckon they did.
This is the University of Worcester, isn't it?
Who goes to university? Is it really, really rich people, or is it students that have saddled themselves with loads of debt?
Both.
Did you go to university?
No.
I was going to say, did you have a car? Okay, when you were the age that you were at university,
Yeah.
did you have a £40,000 car?
No.
There you go then.
No, I
It's
did
a bit
not.
confusing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And that's probably why you've got petrol cars parking in electric charging
That's why they're all
points.
small hatchbacks, because students always drive small hatchbacks.
So it wouldn't be the place to put your charging points,
Unless
would
it's
it?
not for the students, in which case the university shouldn't have been paid to put it in. I bet they got a load of funding to put this in, didn't they?
Oh, that's controversial.
It is, isn't it? But you just do the maths, don't you? Like, why would a university put in a load of charging points for a university when their students don't really use cars and are encouraged not to anyway?
Well, your high-powered chargers are here, right? They're the ones that you want to use with the cables that are already in.
So that's what you're on. You're on a high-powered charger.
I'm on a high-powered charger. It should be charging, which is where we're going to finish a video off in a minute and tell them what we're doing, because we're going to do a track day.
I'm excited about the track day. Very.
There we go. Look, charging. Now they're the high-powered ones with their own cables, and there
You're
is
the
my.
only car charging here
And I'm the only car charging.
out of 5 points, and all the spaces are full.
Yeah.
You could get a car in there.
You could get one in there. You could get one in there. No, well, these are taken up. That's not. This is not.
These are
This
all
is-
petrol cars.
These are petrol cars. This is. Do you know?
See, this is my point about universities, right? Corsa, 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 Corsa. They're all like small hatchbacks.
And they'll all get crashed.
Well, oh, yes, because that's what you do when you're a student. You crash your car.
I can't believe. Do you know what though? All the people. Oh, let's go and have a look at your car. We can't
Oh,
finish
my
this
car's
video.
exciting.
Right, we're
I
gonna-
bought something special for you today.
Right, let's have a look. You parked in an electric charging bay.
And a disabled bay.
Oh.
I'm not staying very long, so it's okay. This is my 1969 Renault 10, and it's the only car in the car park that's older than you.
How old is it?
It's 1969, but I don't know when it was made. But you were born quite late in the year, I think.
December 1969.
So this car is older than you.
Look at that.
Cool, isn't it?
Let's have a quick look at the car. Wow, look at that. Renault 10. Fantastic.
So
Look
there
at
weren't
that.
many of them in this country. This one came in from South Africa, and I found it on eBay, and it just got under my skin. And I kept going back and looking at the listing and looking at the photos again. In the end, I was like, I've looked at this listing 50 times now. I'm just going to phone the guy. And I phoned him. I was like, look, I'm going to come over and have a look. I'm not going to buy it. And I drove it home, didn't I? Then we put it on the ramps and found out that it had no brakes, and I definitely shouldn't have driven it home. So the reason it's been off the road for now 3 months is because we've been doing the brakes and doing everything. And now it's perfect, exactly like your Porsche.
Is it a keeper?
I reckon, yeah, because it's cool.
But look at that. You're in
Wireless headlamps, look.
wireless headlamps and you're in a charging bay.
Yeah, but we're leaving now anyway.
We are. Right, I'll tell you what, we're going to get in the car. I'm going to get my other camera.
Get your camera stuff.
Yeah, and
Coffee.
then
I'm taking you for a Colombian farmer.
right, let me get before we get the lose the light. Back in a minute.
Deal.
Taxi.
Only the back window's open.
Only the back window's open. Right,
Yeah.
I'm going to get in. Look at it in here.
I don't know what these wires do or where they go.
Right, is
We'll
that
move them out of the way.
so? You're probably to charge your car up.
And don't touch this one.
Don't touch that one.
I don't know what it does, but it hurts.
Right, okay. Wow, what a fun car.
It is fun, isn't it?
Very noisy.
It's a little bit noisy.
Oh,
It's ULEZ free.
it's ULEZ free.
ULEZ free.
So you can go through the low emission zone in London in this car.
I could drive on the Queen's lawn if I want.
Oh,
Gonna try and park around here.
has it got a suspension?
No. I'll tell you what. I can get in one of these I've got no power steering at all. It might be worth you filming me doing this.
Right, okay, I'm going to do
You
that.
jump out and I'll...
No power steering. Can you do this? Whoa!
Do I need to get a bus from the curb to my seat?
That'll do. You'll be all right there.
Sweet. Right, I just got to close the windows.
So you're closing the window here.
Yeah. It's dead
Okay.
easy, look.
You can.
Just a touch of a button.
It's very easy. Right,
We did it. We drove a mile.
we drove a mile.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, it was a lot easier to drive that mile than it was to get from London
Yeah.
to here in an EV.
We didn't have any range anxiety, did we?
No, and yet again, I failed. I'm
Yeah.
late. And
Yeah.
that's why it's got L88 on my number plate. It's late.
Late, David.
Late Davey, I'm always late.
Excellent.
Right, well, anyway, if you're not subscribed to this guy, Jeff Buys Cars, why not? And we're going to be doing we're doing a track day.
We are doing a track day next week as well.
My EV
Yeah.
and your...
I haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, but we don't even know what yet. Who knows? That's the thing, you never know, do you? It could be anything.
Yeah.
What about this? I don't think that'd do it.
I don't want to drive it all the way to
Do you want to drive that to
Where's the
Donington?
track? Donington.
Donington, near me.
I like this. This is for local cruising.
It's very nice, isn't
It's alright,
it?
isn't it?
It's very nice. Are you going to keep this one?
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, because you buy them, but then you'll sell them. But this is keeper. This is a keeper.
This one's got under my skin, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yet again, we've proved that EVs are, what's the word? Without
Well,
swearing.
you can't even drive from London, so they're just a waste of time.
Anyway, make sure you subscribe to him, subscribe to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, EVs are useless. I'm going for a coffee. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Right on.
It's got the Starsky and Hutch stripe.